A very, very warm welcome and a good afternoon to everybody here at Grand Champions Polo Club, and of course those of you watching around the world here on CTV Sports. Great to have you with us for this very much anticipated Sterling Cup Final 2023. We have the two teams ready, as are the umpires, but before we start, I'd like everybody please to be upstanding and the national anthem sung, of course, by the one and only Mr. Tom Blake.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and the home of the brave.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tom Blake. As always, a beautiful rendition of the American national anthem. Now, let's get down to business, ladies and gentlemen, and please put your hands together as I call out these the names of these two teams who've made it through to the final. In the red shirts by the name of Scone, please welcome at number 1, the only lady player in this final. Give it up for Sarah Siegel-Magnus. At number 2, coming in off 4 goals, give it up for Cody Ellis. There he is. And then the first of our 2 Cambiasos. At number 3, Porotto Cambiaso. And at number 4, Pelon Sterling. Ladies and gentlemen, that your team, Scone, as I said, in the red shirts. And now over to Valiente. Great to see the man of the islands back here in Florida. Please go give it up for Mr. Chris Dawson. At number 2, a very, very bright star on the polar horizon, Paquito Gunamaya is coming in at number 3, 3 goals at number 2. At number 3, Thomas Panello, the 8-goal player. And, of course, there is the second Cambiaso, Senor Adolfo Cambiaso, ladies and gentlemen. So, father against son, red against white. Strap yourselves in. This is one for the history books. Our 2 mounted officials this afternoon, the one and only Dale Schwetz, and of course from Argentina, Senor Pepe Araja, third man sitting up here with me in the speaker's tower, the one and only Mr. Steve Lane. And now once again, a very warm welcome and a good afternoon to all of those who are here this afternoon. Absolutely beautiful day at Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 2, which is, as always, in an immaculate condition. So here we go then. The first ball is thrown into play. Best of luck, and it looks like it'll be young Porotto Cambiaso up against his father, and he knows what he's up against. Here they go. Cambiaso versus Cambiaso. How often do you see that? A little flick of the wrist, yes, trying to show his dad how it's done. And Sarah Siegel-Magnus just putting that one in front of that goal mapper. What a cracking opening sequence here. The run of Cambiaso and Cambiaso. Now, I do also have in front of me, which I'll come back to in just a moment, the list, of course, of the ponies that they're playing. And that looks like Mr. Dawson just trying to finish the run, which nearly ended up being a coast-to-coast. Well, give him a little round of applause there, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Dawson doing a fantastic job there, running it from one side of the field to the other. Just ran out of steam and out of field, and that of course means that once again the team in red, Scone, will have possession. Ball thrown or knocked into play. Cambiaso trying to lose the other Cambiaso. Nicely done. Quick little turnaround. Porotto will pick this one up over on the far side. Wants to send it back up to the front door. Oh, what a great combination play here from Scone as that's picked up by Cody Ellis. Ellis on a clear run up to the front door where Sarah Siegel Magnus is waiting. Opens those shoulders and that just ever so slightly going out to the right-hand side. Well, I'm pretty sure this must be down to the adrenaline and, of course, the excitement. I like to call it the first chucker jitters there. That should have been the first goal here for Sarah Siegel. Actually, her second after that run we had just a few moments ago when that first ball got thrown in. Oh, a little bit of a bump there between these two. Once again, Valiente on the move. Cody Ellis, nicely done. Little near side backhand. That's going to be picked up by Senor Sterling. Sterling now needs to get past Cambiasso. Well, they know each other very well. He leaves that one behind. Clever play here. Perotto, a little chip shot. Bish, bash, bosh. Goal number 1 for Perotto, Cambiasso, and Scone. So as they go back to the centre, let's have a little look here at the moment. Perotto Cambiasso riding a pony by the name of a Ballerina here in this opening chukker, and she certainly knows how to get him to the ball, but a great tee up there within that play that we just saw. So Scone get off to the better start here. It was kind of hanging in the air after Sarah Siegel Magnus had a couple of very good chances. Back to the halfway line they go. Now, I shall be telling you a little bit more about the history, of course, of this tournament and also some of the players who have, of course, already won. There's a nice pick up here by Cambiasso. Junior picked that one up on the near side. He will unload a long ball up to the front door, but intercepted by Cambiasso Senior. But Valiente push deep into their own half. Got to make sure they don't make any unnecessary errors here because you can see Scone standing very deep. Ball is still very much in play. Little backhand chip looking for Perotto. Now Perotto will do something as he always does. He'll make something out of nothing. A little bit unlucky there as Cambiasso Senior will pick this one up. Now he's quite a way down the field, but we know that he can drop the ball at any point of the field and just hammer one down on the halfway line. Scone standing very, very steadfast here in their defense. After that two-player challenge, Cambiasso will come through. You can see Perotto just hovering, just biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment to put his stick up in the air. Nice little turn, 2 little touches. Here comes the drive, back up to the front door, looking for Sterling. And there wasn't much in it there, but again, just the most elegant of touches here from Perotto Cambiasso. Oh, that should have gone a bit further from the number 3 from Tomas Pinello. Little under the neck there from the number 2, Paco de Narvaez. We are down to 2:50 on the clock. And these players have been running more or less non-stop since we had that goal about 2.5 minutes ago. So a very open, fair, fast-running chukker being displayed here from both teams. Over the halfway line, or not. Sent back. Cambiasso, we have a whistle. And that whistle will allow the players for their first courtesy change of the game. Now, I did say I was going to tell you a little bit more about the this tournament. It is, of course, a tournament which has been resurrected. The Sterling Cup was resurrected 7 years ago now after a 22-year absence. It was brought back to Grand Champions by President Melissa Ganzi in hopes, and she's done a great job in doing so, recapturing polo's glory days. Now, I also mentioned that we've had some of these gentlemen here play before. Now, on this very rare occasion, the Sterling Cup final, as you can see, has father and 17-year-old son Perotto Cambiasso playing for Scone, and of course Adolfo for Valiente. The last time these two faced off was back in January in the Trenque Lauquen tournament. They also played against each other in the 2021 Argentine Open when Adolfo played on the La Delfina Saudi and Perotto played for La Delfina's Bravo team with Adolfo, if you remember, winning that tournament. Now, the Cambiasso family has a storied history in the Sterling Cup. The father and son combo have won this title already 3 times in their history. Now, last year's winner, if you remember, that was Seminole Casino Coconut Creek with Melissa Ganzi, Gonzalito Pierres, playing, of course, of 10 goals, Juan Martin Zubia and Alejandro Navijo Estrada. They took care of business, beating Casablanca 16 goals to 12. Now, that team last year, Casablanca, was made up of Pablo Spinacci, Tomacho Pierres, Nacho Navijo Estrada, and Juan Bellini. So a very, very special tournament, and I think it's great that it is back here, I think, at the heart of polo in the US at the home where champions are born, raised and bred. Grand Champions Polo Club. Very quick courtesy pony change there in this first chukker. 1 goals apiece on the scoreboard as it's turned around, and I'm getting a nod of approval here also from the third man IRO, Steve Lane. So far, a very fluid, friendly, fair game here in this final. Cambiasso, cheeky little backhand shot, nicely played into the lap there of Pelon Sterling. Sterling, and you can see, or hear, Sarah Siegel-Magnus calling for that ball. A little deflection. Once again, it'll be picked up on that halfway line by Porotto. Porotto hammers one straight down the middle. He wanted to give the only lady in that team that perfect pass that she's been wanting for. As we know, Sarah Siegel-Magnus also playing in the Zeba Memorial. Very, very strong, especially up in front of goal. We have a whistle at 1:32. And we will take a few moments just to look at that play. Steve Lane, the third man sitting next to me, will make the call. And it is a turning foul, so the player on that play turns. You can't play in front of a player, so the umpire's decision spot on. A turning foul is what was called, and that's been verified here by our third man, Mr. Steve Lane. I'd like to also mention very much that we are delighted to have Robert Janavis back here playing polo after a nearly 2-year hiatus from polo after fighting and beating, and that's always great to announce the Big C. So great to have Robert Janavis back in the saddle again. And for those of you who watched over the weekend, you know that he just won the CV Whitney on Sunday. 10 goals tonight, the win over Pilot. So congratulations to Bob Janavis and obviously everybody at Valiente. Sarah Siegel-Magnus taking or attempting to take this first open goal penalty. And again, I think just the nerves are getting the better of her there. So no score on that open goal penalty. And that, of course, means that Valiente will be in possession. A nice long drive coming from the back there, courtesy of Adolfo Cambiasso. Sent back to where it came from by Pelon Sterling. Porotto picks it up on the near side. Immediately has Dinavaez there coming in for the challenge. Still, Porotto hammers a nice ball up to the front door. Well, Adolfo saw it coming. Our ball is, as my dear friend Dale would say, got eyes. Sarah Siegel-Magnus trying to just put the finishing touches on that great pass. So at the moment, it would appear that Scone have the upper hand here, peppering that Valiente goal. But, of course, we will be bringing you the stats at halftime, so make sure you stick around for that. A whistle on that play. Slightly overzealous, to say the least, I think. And both umpires here having to resort to blowing that whistle. We're down to the last 45 seconds left to play here in this opening chukker. And my goodness, what a fast, great opening chukker it's been. I think, if my memory serves me correct, we've had no more than 3 whistles in this opening chukker. So, running and gunning, and above all, a very, very fair and open play. From the spot, now don't be surprised if Porotto sinks this one from a good, I would say, 140, 150 yards out. Here we go. Hit from the spot, penalty 5-8, Porotto. Cambiasso, well, he didn't get that one airborne, but they can be treacherous and dangerous in front of goal. And, yeah, we saw a few players charging out. So, once again, the umpires here just want to verify and what and how they saw that. So the whistle has stopped the clock again. And we're looking at the footage here on the iPad, of course. Umpires have decided. Open shot case. Penalty 2 now then. Sarah Siegel Magnus, and that goal was in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, please give her a round of applause. Sarah Siegel Magnus gets the well overdue first goal, and with that horn, that will bring us to the end of the first chukker. Everybody, please give them a round of applause. We'll be back here on CTV Sports, coming to you live from Grand Champions Polo Club for chukker number 2.
Happy to be back in town playing with the best teams, best boys, and on the best fields.
So we're going to start the season a full power horse.
I'm just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward on getting back on these amazing fields.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao to the World Polo League host Mark and Melissa Ganzi. I would like to congratulate the both of you for the opening of 2023 polo season in Florida. Thank you also for welcoming my best friend Mikey Romero and his Global Port team to the Grand Champions Polo Club to compete in the highest level of polo in North America. I wish you all the best of luck during this season, and God willing, I can come and visit Florida to meet you also and cheer for our Global Port team. God bless everyone. Stay safe. Know that God is good all the time. Thank you. Mabuhay.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. Then you're right back in the nick of time. The ball has just been thrown in. Another once again, a warm welcome if you've just tuned in or joined us here at Grand Champions Polo Club on the immaculate field number 2. This is where we play all of the finals here at Grand Champions Polo Club. You are watching the second chukker of the Sterling Cup Final 2023. And what a great first chukker we've had. Let me just run you through the players that are out there again in the red shirts. We have Team Scone with Sarah Siegel Magnus, who got on the score sheet right at the end of that first chukker, playing at number 1. At number 2, the very strong 4-goaler by the name of Cody Ellis. And then at number 3, Porotto Cambiasso at 9 goals. Pelon Sterling also at 9 goals. That is your lineup, totaling 22 goals. Valiente coming in on 21. They were given a goal in handicap from the beginning, and leading that team is the man from Hawaii himself, Mr. Chris Dawson, who's already made a very strong impression and an impact here in that first chukker. At number 2, the very talented, the very, very young, solid 3-goal player, Paquito de Narvaez at number 2. At number 3, the 8-goaler, Tomas Panello, and of course, at number 4, Adolfo Cambiasso. And as I was saying in that first chukker, very rare that you see Adolfo play against his own son, Porotto. And they are doing so right here at Grand Champions Polo Club. And now the whistle will stop the play. And let me just tell you also how they did in that first chukker. Sarah Siegel Magnus scoring 1, Porotto Cambiasso also picking up his first goal. So on the handicap then, that would make it 2 goals to 1. That's exactly what it says on the scoreboard. We have we had a right of way violation on that last play. Umpires Dale Schwetz and Pepe Raja in confirmation with the third man, have awarded a penalty for, so 60 yards. Remember, the defending team must allow a distance of 30 yards. As we now watch the first penalty for to be taken by Adolfo. Makes it look so easy, ladies and gentlemen. Adolfo Cambiaso picking up the first penalty for his team, Valiente. And with that, of course, picks up the equalizer. Scoreline now 2 goals apiece. Now, of course, there are a few more Cambiasos out there playing polo, in addition to Perotto and Adolfo. And in 2018, the Sterling Cup tournament, Adolfo, Mia and Perotto made history by winning their first ever high goal tournament together alongside teammate Magula Prida. Valiente knocked off a tournament favourite Audi in a 10-4 win in the final, and Mia Cambiaso was voted MVP. That was back in 2018, and of course Mia Cambiaso also very much a feature playing with us here this year at Grand Champions Polo Club in the SIBA Memorial. Another whistle will stop the play. Seeing well, I'm hearing we're going to have a little bit of a attack timeout. One of the players going back down to the pony lines to pick up a fresh mallet. And as he comes back out onto the field, I've just been told that he might have had a little bit of sustained a little bit of a knock on his hand. Gotcha. So, Paquito de Narvaez, there he is with the number 2 on his shirt with a fresh mallet, able to continue playing. It's going to be a drop ball taken very quickly now by Pelon Sterling. And Pelon Sterling here in this chukker is riding a horse called Nani Candela. And if you care to just have a little look at all of these horses, we are seeing some amazing 4-legged athletes. Yeah, that got a little bit of a traffic jam over there in the far right-hand corner. Now then, Sarah Siegel Magnus here is playing a young pony by the name of Floppy in this the second chukker. Perotto playing CO5. Well, the umpires, after that call on an uneven ride-off, which of course is something the umpires will be looking out for. A very quick penalty from the centre has been awarded, taken by Cambiaso. That ball, just trickling over the back line. Paquito just a little bit too far out to just steer that one in. Chris Dawson, of course, here now in chukker number 2, riding a lovely pony by the name of Mint. Here in chukker number 2, and Traviata is the 4-legged athlete that Paquito de Narvaez is on. And we're just being told that that ball actually went over the back line, coming off a defending player. So we're going to have a penalty, a safety 60, which is the equivalent of a corner. If a defending player puts the ball over his or behind his own back line. And that will go in favor of Valiente. Play is called. That looks pretty straight to me. There was a little bit of an angle there. Well, remember, the goal judge eventually raising that flag. So remember, the mounted official can always override that decision. And as you might have noticed on your screen, the goal judge will take position on one side of the post and the mounted official on the other. But it went through. Everybody's happy. Cracking conversion there of a penalty safety 60. And that was brought to you by the man with the number 3, Thomas Panello. Ball's back in play. Still on the halfway line. Scone. Pelon Sterling making things are opening up things very nicely, but look at the amount of space that they are allowing Perotto to work with now, and check out how that pony is moving. Absolutely phenomenal. But that is what we were to expect here. And Cambiasso, did you see that play? Absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. A little round of applause, if you please. You don't see that on any given Wednesday. Perotto Cambiasso, how he got a piece of that is beyond me, but absolutely incredible stuff here, picking up his second goal of the match. That whistle over on the halfway line blown by Mr. Del Schwetz will indicate the players that they have a courtesy change with 3:19 on the clock. And that gives me the chance to just tell you a little bit more about some of these ponies that they are riding out here in Chukker number 2. I already mentioned Paquito riding a lovely pony by the name of Traviata. Tomas Panella, he's on Millie here in Chukker number 2, and Adolfo on Tree. I hope I pronounced that correctly, or try. But all of these ponies, literally, you could throw a blanket over them. Absolute of the highest quality, of the highest level. And, of course, a lot of work, effort, and devotion gets put into turning out these amazing four-legged athletes. So the players coming back, remember, we try and keep the courtesy change within or under 45 seconds. Both teams now more than warmed up as we are halfway through the second chukker of a play. I'd like to also remind you that, of course, already having started in this, the 5th year of the World Polo League, the Founders Cup, had our first game on Saturday, our second game this morning, and if you like what we like here at Grand Champions, which is anything from 6 to 26 goal, but if you like watching that high goal, the highest level polo played anywhere outside of Argentina, then this is the place to be for the World Polo League. And saved on the line, or had it, the ball had already gone over the back line. Perotto Cambiasso picking up his third goal of the game. Nice attempt there by Valiente to just try and get it out of the jaws of the goal mouth, but it was just a little bit too late, and that makes it 4 goals to 3 in favor of Team Scone. Now, remember, they left the field at the end of that first chukker, 2 goals to 1. Remember, Valiente coming in on a 21-team handicap. Chris Dawson of 0, Paquito de Narvaez of 3, Thomas Panella 8, and of course Adolfo of 10. That makes it 21. Scone with Sarah Ziegel-Magnus of 0, Cody Ellis at 4, and then the 2 9-goalers makes it 22. And you can see he's not only good at scoring goals, but also very, very strong and solid when it comes to going back in defense. Now watch Sarah Siegel-Magnus go up the field. She read it well, and that looks like a near perfect pass. Magnus's first touch, absolutely impeccable. Here we go. She's got to be careful. She's got a man on, and not just any man. That is Adolfo, but Sarah Siegel-Magnus, unlucky there, very unlucky. Maybe it was just the pressure of feeling that she had Adolfo behind her, making it a little bit difficult for her to finish, but she timed it just right, waiting for that ball to come to her. And then it's, I think, just a question of nerves, but she has such a great sense of anticipation, knows exactly when to turn, knows exactly when to run up the field, and you saw a very good example of that just a few moments ago. Cambiasso gives it up to Panella, wants it back, and now then, Pelon Sterling, oh, cheeky little play, they're on the near side. Can he take her around? He's got the space, he's got the time with the number 4, Pelon Sterling, gets the putter around, runs into some traffic right in front of that goal mouth, and we will have a whistle. Well, Steve Lane, our third man, an instant replay official, is sitting next to me. We're just looking at that footage in replay. And as we suspected, a blocking foul in front of goal. So, well, the goal is given. So a penalty one, which means, of course, an automatic goal. So a penalty one, an automatic goal. We're just going to put this on Sarah Siegel Magnus's name right here. So a penalty one, as I said, meaning an automatic goal, and that makes it 5 goals now to 3 in favour of Scone with just a little over a minute. And of course, a penalty one also means that you get possession with a knock-in from the centre. So a 5B, which of course means it puts your team in offensive modus operandi straight away. So of course, a huge advantage. Now, unlike, of course, as in the Founders Cup, where we have that rule, which I think is a great rule, where if a player scores from or beyond the halfway line, you can actually pick up 2 points. That, of course, does not apply here. But nonetheless, Scone would have done exactly what I thought they would do, which is send a deep ball down the field. Cambiasso, quickly look over his shoulder, still Porotto. A lot of time here. Yeah, wants to avoid going to the right because, you know, he's waiting there. And he's taken out of the equation by the number 2 by Cody Ellis. Now the rotation working very well here. Porotto feeds the ball up to Cody Ellis. And Cody Ellis, has he done enough? Oh, what a great play here. Cody Ellis, but the assist, don't forget the assist coming from Porotto Cambiasso. Absolutely phenomenal here. So that is it for Chukka number 2. Once again, I ask you to give them a round of applause. And if you're watching at home, make sure you stay tuned and join us for when we come back, Chukka number 3.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
Reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, a very, very warm welcome. Great to have you all here this afternoon. We are, of course, coming to you live from Grand Champions Polo Club, the Field of Champions, field number 2. And we are 2 chukkers down from a total of 6 chukkers in this, the much anticipated, and very much looking forward to seeing the rest of these this final, the Sterling Cup Final 2023. And once again, what a great image there. Cambiasso versus Cambiasso. Well, my money's on Cambiasso winning that one. And he did. Of course, I'm not telling you which one. So, Chukka number 3. Well, let's have a little look at how they did so far. Chukka number 1 was a very good start here for the team in red, which of course is Scone, featuring the only young lady player out there, Sarah Siegel-Magnus. She scored in that first chukker right at the end, as did Porotto Cambiasso. No score by Valiente. They only had the one goal on handicap, which took them into the first break. So 2 goals to 1 is how they left the field at the end of that first chukker. Chukker number 2 then is when Scone started opening up and showing what they have in their arsenal. A penalty 1 given to Scone, which of course gave him another goal. Then another great goal by Cody Ellis, 2 by Porotto Cambiasso, and only 2 scores coming in from Valiente. A safety 60, though, the equivalent of a corner by Thomas Panello, and a goal, a penalty 4 by Adolfo Cambiasso. 6 goals to 3 is how they left the field at the end of chukker number 2. We are now back at the top of chukker number 3, and it's exactly 6 minutes left to play. And once again, it looks like Scone have the upper hand here, finding themselves deep in Valiente territory. That's a nice long ball. Oh, look at that, dropping it over all the heads. Pelon Sterling picking up his first goal of the afternoon. We are back. As they come back to the halfway line. As the umpire Delschwitz gets them to line up for a new throw-in. So 7 goals to 3 is the scoreline, and it is the correct scoreline. And of course, for those of you who are new to the game of polo, new to Grand Champions Polo Club, especially at this level, every time they score, they change ends. An old rule that stems from when the English played and picked up this game in India, where of course they could not play until a lot later in the afternoon due to the heat when the sun was setting. And of course, 1 or 2 of the players complained that they were always facing the sun. So in order for both teams to have that handicap or disadvantage, they decided to create the rule of changing ends. But now let's watch this young man, Chris Dawson. Dawson. Yeah, nicely done. Good stick work here from the man from Hawaii, and he will put that one through with ease. A round of applause, if you please. Chris Dawson picking up his first get a goal of the match, and a much-needed goal because Scone was starting to show signs of running away with it. So 1 goal apiece here in chukker number 3, but overall it is 7 goals to 4. Still very much for the team in red, Team Scone. Now, of course, we will have the prize presentation coming for you at the end of the 6th chukker after, from what I understand, we will also once again have, which is a great feature here at Grand Champions Polo Club, the wheelie polo. And of course, at half-time, we will be bringing you some stats. Dawson running down that line, and we have a whistle on the play there, as we are going to be reviewing that footage. Dawson took the first shot, hit it down the line. So a right-of-way violation is the conclusion there by the umpires, and at the same time a quick courtesy pony change, which means that when they come back, a penalty 2 will be the outcome, the result of that right-of-way infringement. Players are very, very quick, as they always are, to get back on a fresh mount. So a little bit unfortunate there, as Sarah Siegel-Magnus came across that right-of-way. Chris Dawson doing a very good job. He would have had a clear run to goal, which is why, of course, also, and Dale and I were talking about that this morning, ball positioning, very important. So a right-of-way violation has resulted in a penalty 2, and that's maybe not such a bad thing, because Valiente could do with another couple of goals here before they go into the half-time interval, where I'm sure there'll be lots to talk about. We'll be bringing you the stats, of course. So make sure you stay tuned. And of course, all of those who are here at Grand Champions Polo Club, and I'm just looking down below. Well, yes, we've got the royalty of Wellington is sitting here below. I would like to see you all out there on the field at half-time, steadying in those divots. Thank you very much. That means you too, Gabrielle, even though you might be Italian. We want you out there, please. Thank you very much. Here we go then. Penalty 2 taken and quickly converted here for Valiente. And that, to me, looked like it was Senor Tomas Panello. Panello getting his second score on the scoreboard with that open goal penalty 2. So they're coming back towards the end of this first half. We are in chukker number 3. Remember, we play a total of 6 chukkers when it comes to high goal. And that is always a nice little bridge to remind you to not miss any of the action which continues this week with the high goal. Dawson trying to hammer that one through the posts. It'll be picked up by Porotto. Now then, let's just savor this moment as whatever he does, you could say he's got the Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to gold here. Great visionary, of course, being taught by one of the best, but also himself an absolute natural talent here. This young man, Porotto Cambiasso, 17 years of age, 10 goals in Argentina, and we are very, very delighted and honoured to have him here at Grand Champions Polo Club, as well as this young man, 47 I believe he is now, Adolfo Cambiasso. He will leave that one behind. And this young man, of course, Paquito de Narvaez. I remember seeing him, watching him play last year, also with his father Paco. Great to see these youngsters coming through the ranks. We had a fantastic PTF Memorial Day 2 weeks ago. The Avendano Memorial, which showed the young stars coming up through the ranks. Joseph Schwartz picking up the MVP award on that very important tournament. But now let's go back to these youngsters here as we watch Valiente just picking up that ball deep in their own half. Good stick work here from Panella, the 8-goaler. Has he found a little bit of a gap? Surrounded by red shirts. It'll be picked up by the last man standing, and that is Adolfo. Adolfo just decides to send one special delivery down the field, where Porotto will pick this one up. Beautiful pony he's riding here in chukker number 3. And that, of course, is Minley that he's on here. Beautifully looking pony. Turned around now then. Paquito, good first touch from him. He's got no one to play it to, and you can see Porotto there coming up with him. Panella going up, wants the ball, will drag that play with the number 2 with him, Cody Ellis. So that pass needs to be very precise because they are so quick. The boys in red, Pelon Sterling, Porotto Cambiasso to pick up that ball, and look at the precision of that pass. Yeah, not much in it. Coming off the side of the pony there. Cambiasso was supposed to be the recipient of that. Now then, what's Adolfo got up his sleeve? Nice long ball through the center there. Now they've got to be careful. Little chip shot. But Cambiasso saw it coming. Oh! Well, that ruins his pocket money for the week, I'm sure. Porotto. There is the first horn. We're down to the last 27 seconds, but, well, you need to be quite gutsy to do that, but he timed it again just right. Now then, can Scone pick up another goal before they go into the halftime break? Little cut shot to take it round the bend. Very nicely done here as that ball is taken round by De Narvaez. Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there. I'm sure he would have liked to have hit that a little bit further. Dawson caught wrong-footed. There comes the drive from Pelon Sterling. Well, that ball will go through, but just a couple of seconds late, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause. Valiente win this chukker by 2-1, but Scone are still in the lead with 7-5 as the players go off for the half-time interval. And we will be... Okay.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Augustine Malman. I am a chef. I trained with my uncle in Argentina in several restaurants, and now I travel the world creating unique experiences, all cooked with fire. For this event, we came from California. My team and I had some previous events there, and we traveled with my wood oven trailer and all of our grills from Santa Barbara, California. Well, when we got here, we always arrive about a week prior to the event. There's several things that we order from out of town, like the firewood. We make reservations of all of the rental items, kitchen equipment, anything we need prior to our arrival is already reserved. And then once we arrive into town, we'll source out whatever products are on the menu, like fish, red meats, fruit, vegetable, anything that we need specifically for that menu that we chose. We will source it once we get in town. My team is everything. I mean, I always tell them and to my clients, without a good team, you can't execute these kind of dinners. It takes a lot more work than what people see when they show up to the events. It takes, like I said, I mean, sometimes weeks to prepare for an event like this because we're traveling from out of town, so we have to source everything we're not familiar with. The new barn is, I mean, we're here, and this is the first dinner we're doing here, so we're very excited to be here. It's amazing. It's a great place to be, and it has this inner courtyard, which is amazing to do dinners, with a special area back here behind me to do all of our grilling and the fire showcase. So it's great to be here. It's a beautiful place. It's very different being up in the mountains, but I mean, I feel with Melissa and Mark and all the events we do together, I mean, I feel like it's home. You know, we've been cooking for them for about 4 or 5 years now. But as far as showcasing what we want to showcase and being in an incredible place like Aspen Valley Polo Club, that's no difference to Wellington. I mean, it's a beautiful place up here. It's going to be a 4-course seated meal. As the first course, we have a halloumi cheese that we sear on our fire plancha with shrimp, pine nut gremolata sauce on top. The second course seated will be a roasted beetroot salad with goat cheese and arugula, lemon zest and olive oil. And then the main course tonight will be a mashed potato, sweet potato puree with skirt steak and chimichurri sauce. My name is Augustine Malman, and we are in Aspen Valley Polo Club, one of the most beautiful places to do an outdoor fire dinner experience.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pérez.
I'm Alejandro Novillo Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novillo Estrada. I made goals and here back in Aspen.
We were excited to start. Field was amazing. We knew that it was a really tough team that we had against. Mark always puts a really strong team in the field, and it was Gilberto's first game, tournament and everything, so happy that he did good. I used to play a lot with Pablo when I was younger. We were cousins and we played a lot of kids tournament together until we played the Open together. Then a few years we play against each other, and now we had the opportunity to play back again, and it feels really good. Have a lot of connection, and with Alejandro I played last year here with Melissa. He's a great defender, a great back. He plays really simple. He understands the game really good, so he makes things simple. And Gilberto, I think he had a really good game. Yeah, I think yes. Well, this is a single elimination tournament, so winning today was keeping one foot in the tournament. So it was really nice now that we have another game in the weekend to keep playing, and yes, a lot of fun.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. The WPL is a great tournament. It's a great league. You get some of the best players in the world coming to play, and so it's a lot of fun to play.
It was a tough game. Just really happy we got the result. Really happy that with this team, and happy it all worked out. Happy all these guys were able to come play, and just happy we're able to gel and play freaking fun polo.
I'm looking forward to this playing polo, man. I love the sport. I love to be here in Wellington, and for me, it's just a lot of fun to be here with playing the World Polo League and just playing polo and having fun.
This is a championship meet. All the best jockeys in the world are here, and I'm excited to ride against them.
We back.
And you get to watch some really incredible, talented athletes out there.
To us, it's a place to be in the winter.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the racing.
The palm trees, the beach is right here. The horse racing is some of the best in the country.
A lot of good horses come out of here. If you want to go to the next level, Gulfstream Park was the place to come.
I remember the first time I came to Gulfstream, it was like this big fairy tale place. All the history. And all these great horses, trainers, jockeys. It was everything that I ever dreamed of.
Once again, a warm welcome back, everybody. Second half action here of the Sterling Cup Final 2023, and I'm sure you'll agree with me that the first half was very, very exciting indeed. You join us now for chukker number 4. 7 goals to 5. Scone already out on the field, ready to continue the action. But let me just tell you and talk you through how they got here. Chukker number 1 was 2 goals to nil. When I say to nil, of course, Valiente came in with a goal in hand on handicap. They are, of course, playing off 21 goals. Scone coming in on 22 goals. And that is how they left the field, 2 goals to 1. Chukker number 3 is when Scone really showed what they're able to do. We had 4 goals, a penalty, 1 given to the team after a blocking foul right in front of that goal mouth. Cody Ellis scoring and picking up his first goal, as did Porotto, his last 2 goals thus far, a total of 3 in the first half. Only 2 goals, a safety 60 from Tomas Panello and a penalty 4 converted by Adolfo Cambias. So 6 goals to 3 is how they left the field after chukker number 2. Chukker number 3 then slightly, we saw Valiente coming back strong here, picking up 2 goals, a penalty 2 by Tomas Panello and Chris Dawson picking up his first goal. Just the 1 coming in from Pelon Sterling. So that very much chukker number 3 in favor of Valiente. You join us now for the beginning of chukker number 4, which of course is the first chukker on the second half. Remember, we play 6 chukkers here in the high goal at Grand Champions Polo Club. Now, we've had a whistle, and whilst I wait to hear what the umpire's decision on that play is, I'd like to just once again make you aware of the fact that Grand Champions Polo Club is the nation's largest polo club, celebrating its 16th anniversary. Santa Rita Polo Farm is, of course, also part of the Grand Champions setup, the largest and the most unique private 102-acre polo facility in Wellington, with 212 stalls in 9 self-contained barns, 2 tracks, 2 exercise tracks, 5 climate-controlled attack rooms, a vet room, staff quarters, a guest house, and, of course, 4 polo fields with state-of-the-art underground irrigation and a short work arena for the club. The club has 13 well-manicured fields, including 9 world-class fields at a Grand Champions Polo Club and, of course, at Santa Rita. So, if you'd like to come and have a go at this Sport of Kings, well, this is the place, the one-stop shop where you can do everything from going to the polo school or going to the Polo on Demand program. And we've had another goal right in front of that goal mouth. We're going to have to just look at the replay to see how and who put that one through. But it's gone in favor of Scone. I shall come back and let you know who actually scored that. There was a lot of traffic in front of that goal mouth just a few moments ago. So, Scone picking up that first goal here in the second half. Ball is back in play. Pelon Sterling avoiding the hook there, coming in from Tomas Panello. As Porotto wants to slam that one deep down the field, back to Pelon Sterling. A little unlucky on the bounce there, but the finishing touch coming through very, very nicely there. Cody Ellis picking up his second goal. Remember, he scored in chukker number 2. So Scone coming out very, very quickly here in chukker number 3. And I can tell you now that goal that we saw just a few moments earlier down the south end of the field. Remember, this field runs north to south, was Porotto Cambiaso, and with that, picking up his 4th goal of this match. So back to the centre now. It's always nice when they come on the what I call the speaker side. We can see the ball being thrown in very, very clearly from up here. Perfect viewing pleasure up here. Look at that ball going round now. Then Cambiasso versus Cambiasso. Perotto, one touch, one little, two little touches, just teasing and toying with Adolfo, and I'm sure he'll have a smile in his face, thinking that's my boy, and what a great run there. So Perotto Cambiasso picking up goal number 5 right here from the halfway line after Pelon Sterling gave him that super pass here, as I say, on the throw-in. So Scone doing exactly what they did in the first half, coming out very strong here at the top of Chukka number 4. 4:50 on the clock. They change ends. Ball's back in play. And once again, Scone winning that throw-in. Dunavais sends it back down. Cambiasso gives it over to Panello. Little backhand play to Cambiasso. He wants it back, and you could see he was already racing up the field. Slightly overcooked that one, so Cambiasso gives it to Perotto. And he'll be thinking, thanks, Dad. Now watch this. Perotto. Where's he going to play it to? Out to the left-hand side. Look at that. Yeah, not quite perfect, but I would say a good 99. Again, Cambiasso will get it back. Avoids the challenge coming in from Cody Ellis. Adolfo out to the left, looking to feed it to Paquito. Perotto comes in, tries to steal it. Left now once again for Tomas Panello. Cambiasso wants it back, has to slam on the brakes, lets the ball come to him now. Then where's Chris Dawson? He's gone up the field. Cambiasso wants to get into a situation where he can send that ball into the danger zone, the drop zone where Dawson is waiting. But look, Perotto making sure the back door is firmly shut here to not allow Valiente another shot on goal. There comes the play. Through the center. Nicely done. Back up to Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Well, good first touch here from Sarah Siegel, looking for her second goal. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. She did everything absolutely perfect. And then just the finishing a little bit unlucky there. Very unlucky indeed. She read it well. She had to also be careful not to cause a foul. And that, of course, is where the umpires will be very, very adamant to make sure that that gap, that space that is required is, of course, within the legalities of the rules. So 3:09, and this second half is so far definitely not disappointing. 3:09 on the clock, 10 goals to 5. So Scone, after 2 goals by Perotto and 1 by Cody Ellis, are in double figures as they very quickly go to the pony line. So let me just finish telling you a little bit about the wonderful Grand Champions Polo Club. We just went through all the facilities. Now, Grand Champions Polo Club being what it is, the largest in the country, and with literally the one-stop program, of course, attracts a very large international field of players from all around the world, including, of course, Argentina, India, Mexico, New Zealand, Costa Rica. We've got Fred Mannix here from Canada, from Ecuador. We have Gilberto Sayal from Brazil. We've had our Swiss boys here. And then, of course, we've got our friends from France, England, Germany, Uruguay, and, of course, not to forget the boys from the land of fire. Sugar Erskine, who, of course, is a resident now here from South Africa, but also Venezuela, Chile, are, of course, also with Pepe Vecellino, the young player from Chile. So literally everywhere from all corners of the globe is where they come from. Now, of course, some of the season highlights for the 2023 season include the 50,000 National 12-goal tournament, the SEBA Memorial, which is running as we speak, the John T. Oxley Memorial, and, of course, the 100,000 World Cup tournament, a unique 0 to 40 goal winner-take-all single elimination tournament. And, of course, not to forget all the special events, including, of course, we mentioned the World Polo League and, of course, the Polo Pride. And waiting for our first set of Sunset Chukkers, which will be taking place here on a Tuesday. So, like I said, if you can, come and join us down here. There is always a featured match every Sunday here at field number 2 at Grand Champions Polo Club. Don't be shy. We promise not to bite, at least not hard. Be great to have you with us on any given day of the week. And as I say, the on-demand, the Polo On-Demand program will facilitate whatever your heart desires, be it playing with a top pro professional, be it just a polo lesson, or as I just said, the very, very relaxed and very much always fun Sunset Chuck is here at Grand Champions Polo Club on the field right behind me on field number 1. Now let's go back to the action. A little less than 2 minutes to play here, and yeah, the umpires there just allowing that play to unfold and open for what we call a bit of a slow whistle here, just to get a good take on what actually happened there. We are down to 1 minute and 53 left to play here in Chukka number 4. 10 goals to 5, and we'll just have to wait a moment or two to get the answer from Steve Lane, who's just incommunicado there with the 2 mounted officials on that whistle. And it's a right-of-way violation against Scone, so against red. And as a result of where that took place, a penalty will be the consequence of that. So a chance here now for Scone to increase their lead by even more. At the moment, they are in a very comfortable position, leading by 5 goals. Already getting into double figures. Now then, let's have a look at some of the ponies that are out there. Paquito de Narvaez playing a pony called Laura in the 4th Chukka. Adolfo playing Coty. That's a lovely pony he's on, and he will be using exactly that pony to convert this penalty for. Here we go then. Adolfo Cambiasso just puts that one wide. Well, you don't see that very often. Adolfo just, yeah, maybe not getting his mallet head around that strong enough. And that would have been a much needed goal here for Valiente. Sorry, I did say, of course, it was a foul against red. So, of course, the penalty for will have been in favor of Valiente. Now then, Magnus. Watch that young lady go up the field. Waiting for that pass, but this time beaten to it. Paquito de Narvaez coming back, sending it back to Adolfo. Adolfo will take it and clear it away from the sideboards. Nice little near side backhand shot now then on the run. Now this is a clear run to goal. Look at that pony open up. Porotto, nice first touch on the near side again, toying with Valiente, puts it through, a cracking goal. A little round of applause would never go amiss here. 3 goals now for Porotto Cambiasso in this, the 4th Chukka. And Porotto riding a very, very agile pony here in this, the 4th Chukka, as they come back to the center. Just running out of time there, beaten by the horn. So if you would, ladies and gentlemen, a worthy round of applause here. 11 goals to 5 in favor of Scone. 4 unanswered goals by Valiente. Well, they're going to have to think of something when they come back. And when we come back for Chukka 5 and 6, stay with us here on CTV Sports.
Foot golf is a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, "Have you tried it?" I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the 2 top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The World Polo League, a new breed of polo.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live on CTV Sports, coming to you from Grand Champions Polo Club. The sun is slowly, but only slowly, starting to set here. We've got, I think, nearly ideal conditions here. We've got a slight little breeze blowing, and we still have two very exciting chukkers ahead in this, the Sterling Cup Final 2023. Scone in the red shirts, led by the wonderful Sarah Siegel-Magnus. And with that, of course, Cody Ellis, Porotto Cambiasso, and Pelon Sterling. Before I get to Valiente, let's just watch what Tomas Panello can do here, because Valiente currently are down by a mere 6 goals here in this final. And, of course, part of that team, Chris Dawson, Paquito de Narvaez, the man we just saw on that run to goal, Tomas Panello, and, of course, Adolfo Cambiasso. And that, of course, also explains why we've got such a great turnout here at Grand Champions Polo Club. But as I say, they have quite a bit of catching up to do. That last chukker very much had Scone written all over it. 4 unanswered goals, 4 times Scone hit the target. We saw a goal from Cody Ellis and a hat-trick from Porotto Cambiasso. No score in chukker number 4 for Valiente, which is where they were able to increase their lead from the half-time when they were leading by 7 goals to 5. And they put up another quick 4 goals, so 11 goals to 5 is the scoreline as it stands at the moment. But it is still early doors, early days here in chukker number 5. And Valiente seem to have come out a lot quicker and a lot more feistier in this penultimate 5th chukker. They are still in the danger zone, and that will go through courtesy of Paquito de Narvaez. Yes, please don't be shy. Put your hands together for the young player. That is Paquito, the 3-goaler, picking up a very important goal here for Valiente as they come back to the halfway line. Now, as I did mention earlier, we will have, prior to the wheelie polo, which of course is a special feature that we've introduced here at Grand Champions Polo Club, we will have the prize presentation. Of course, within that, the runners-up, the winners, the MVP of this final. And we will also be awarding 2 blankets for 2 very special ponies. The American Polo Horse Association, of course, founded by Sonny Hale. And, of course, the Grand Champions Polo Club Best Playing Pony blanket of this, the final. Now then, Sarah Siegel-Magnus. She's already scored twice. I'm sure she would like to get her hat-trick on the score. She did a great job there keeping that ball in play, in bounds. Yeah, counter-offensive opportunity now here for this young man with the number 1 on his shirt from Hawaii. That, of course, none other than Chris Dawson, trying to get that ball a bit further downfield. Pelon Sterling, he came up there with him. Just trying to put the pressure on. Sterling will hammer that ball back. It's deflected, coming off the number 2 player. Paquito de Narvaez sends that one up to Tomas Panello. Panello, can he avoid the hook from Sterling? Yes, he can. Great play here. So Valiente coming back very strong. And goal number 3 for Tomas Panello. 7-11. And 4:11 on the clock. By the time they come back to the halfway line, I'm pretty sure it'll be just below the 4-minute mark. Players want to have another throw in before they go for that courtesy change. So, Valiente, as I say, coming out all guns blazing here. Now then, once again, this time the roles are reversed as they play from right to left. Chris Dawson, first touch. Now then, can he correct himself? What's he going to do? A little open backhand, if you will, trying to get it into the drop zone, but nobody there. Scone will pick this one up. Again, a superb pass. Paquito de Narvaez reads it well, sends it out to the boards, but another man who can anticipate exceptionally well is this young player at 17 years of age, Porotto Cambiasso. Slightly topped that one. Look at the stick work, the control. You probably thought, all right, Dad, you have this one. On the near side. Nice little pickup. Again, Sterling. Just the sweetest of little touches there. The perfect pass. And he saw that one coming. A little under the neck deflection. Unlucky there for Dawson. But look, he's got a bit of support. Now, who wouldn't want to have a 10-goaler by the name of Adolfo Cambiasso coming in for a bit of support? Umpires are now deciding just to pull the handbrake, blow the whistle. 2:37 to allow these, especially the four-legged athletes, to get a well-deserved break. So they're going to go for their courtesy change. And we still have a good 2.5 minutes left to play here in Chukka number 5. So I said we will, of course, as I say, have that prize presentation a little bit later on. And Adolfo Cambiasso in that Chukka he's currently, he was riding, was Marimbia. He'll be riding Motivala in the 6th and final Chukka. Thomas Panello on random. And he'll be riding Dolce in Chukka number 6. Paquito De Navai, currently, or he was on Pastilla. And he'll be riding Traviata in Chukka number 6. Choco was the name of the pony that Sarah Siegel Magnus was riding. And in Chukka number 6, she'll be on Fatima. And Cody Ellis on number 31 before he makes that change to Feliz in Chukka number 6. Well, you can see all the ponies here, of course, absolute top draw. And I'd like to once again extend the congratulations and the compliments on to all the teams, the work behind the scenes here, the grooms, of course, the medics, the physios, making sure that these ponies are looked after to such high standards, because to command the level of play, the level of energy that is needed here, you need, of course, to make sure that you've got always a very healthy, solid, happy string of polo ponies, and the love and the passion that goes into looking after these ponies, of course, absolutely second to none. Again, a very high standard which is set here at Grand Champions Polo Club, as the players now come back on those fresh ponies for the remaining 2 and a little over half a minute left to play here in Chukka number 5. It'll go with a hit from the spot where they, as I say, the umpires decided to put a little break on the ponies. Now then, Dawson with a cut shot. Oh, he's hit that very nicely. Yeah, could have maybe cut it a little bit finer, but nice little cut shot there by Chris Dawson. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure. As that ball will be knocked in once again. Possession now for Team Scone. Leading still by, or with a 4-goal advantage. There comes the drive. Once again, looking for Sarah Siegel Magnus. She'll take her time. Good first touch here from the only player out there. Magnus now tries to bring that ball round on the approach to get it teed up nicely for what would have been a nice goal. Mind your heads. That ball will just stay in play. Who's going to get to it first? It'll be Pelon Sterling. Dawson will try and challenge him, but great stick work here. Bit of wrist action coming from Pelon Sterling. Sends it back nicely high. A little bit too short for Sarah Siegel Magnus to pick up on again. He's been working very hard, this young man. The 8-goaler, Thomas Panello, Porotto. Yeah, you don't see that very often, not controlling that ball. Now, once again, up to the front door. Chris Dawson, you can see and you can feel he's really hungry. He wants those ball up to the front door. Paquito too far forward to pick up that ball, and Porotto will turn things around very nicely. Just taking the pace out ever so slightly. A very intelligent player. You could see that there was nobody up front to play it to. Nice little to and fro here between Porotto and Cody Ellis. Now the pass up to Sarah Siegel-Magnus, and she just took the pace out. Nice little touch here from Magnus. Can she finish it? Sarah Siegel-Magnus, oh, how unlucky, but that first touch. Cracking play there by Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Not only did she bide her time, she took the pace out of her pony, checked up nicely, and then that one-touch polo that we've become accustomed to here at Grand Champions Polo Club. So very unlucky there for Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Nonetheless, 2 goals for Valiente, 2 much-needed goals, and no score from Scone. I'm sure we will see plenty of goals when we come back, I'm sure, and I'm hoping you will do too. Chucker number 6 here on CTV Sports in just a few moments. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are then. Chucker number 6 already getting underway here. And that last chucker very much in favor of Valiente. 2 goals picked up there. 1 by Paquito de Narvaez and 1 by Thomas Panella. They are still down by 4 goals. And I'm pretty sure Scone will do everything in their power now to keep Valiente at bay. But he's on a fast one here, that man with the number 3 on his shirt, Thomas Panello, taking it through the finishing touch on the inside. Que golazo, Thomas Panello picking up the first score here in Chucker number 6. So they are coming back, and well, 8 goals to 11, 3 goals in it, and if they keep this ratio of scoring up, they will do very well here to give Scone a serious run for the title for the winners of the Sterling Cup 2023. I've had a look at the beautiful trophy. Looking down below me here, we can see, or I can see very well, the table, the presentation table. We, of course, will have, as I said, our 2 ponies of the final, and of course the MVP, the most valuable player award. That of course will be coming after the 6th and final chucker. Make sure to stay tuned for the stats, which will be coming on your screen as well after the 6th chucker, and then we'll give the players a little breather to get back for the prize presentation. Meanwhile, it was Pelon Sterling there. He will leave that one for Cody Ellis, looking to feed the ball back up to the front. Well, I thought she might have taken that one on the near side. Sarah Siegel Magnus decided to give that one a miss. Valiente on the doorstep of their own goal will send that one back again. Great little touch here as he controlled it. Cambiasso now needs to be careful, needs to allow the player a little bit of room to maneuver. Little flick of the wrist here to Adolfo. Adolfo will send it back, looking for Dawson, but intercepted by Porotto. Porotto sees that Cody Ellis was going up. Gets lucky here and gets another touch. Still Porotto. Will he try and loft this one in himself? Of course he will. Porotto Cambiasso, and he makes it look so easy. He does it with such ease and complacency, as if it was the most natural thing in the world to do. Just absolutely smooth on a horse. I like to call it elegance in motion. Dale, who I have to say I am missing my dear friend Dale Schwetz, of course. But Dale has many strings to his bow, of course. A absolute top, world-class, one of the best umpires you will ever have the fortune of having umpire a game. And he was telling me he was very, very honoured and very much looking forward to be in the saddle for this final. Sarah Siegel Magnus now. Slightly top that ball, has a little deflection deep in their own half. Valiente once again on the move. Let's have a look at the clock. Coming up to the 4-minute mark. 4 goals in it. Still, they've both scored once. Now then, Mr. Dawson. Well, he played a similar shot earlier. The cut shot, he tried it again. This time I think he overcut it a little bit. And Chris Dawson, another one of those players who is always happy to and very self-critical to correct himself, get better and better, as is this young lady, Sarah Siegel Magnus. Off she goes to the races. Magnus, plenty of time, plenty of... Oh, how unlucky can you get as she takes a shot and loses her mallet head. That will now, of course, allow the players for a courtesy chair. Well, that is just real bad luck there. She created the space, was going down the field. I can still see it in my mind now, Steve. That would have been a clear run to goal. She is so strong in front of a goal, especially when she gets those balls. But, yeah, it wasn't to be. So she will be going down to the pony lines. Well, maybe not necessarily to change a pony. Remember, it's at the discretion of the players whether or not they make the most of a courtesy change. But she will definitely be coming back out with another mallet. So, 3:30 on the clock. And 4 goals in it at the moment. Scone. And I think they laid the foundation for what is now going to be very much a possession play in Chukka number 4. Porotto Cambiasso scoring 3 times. Cody Ellis also hitting that 1 goal. So 4 goals to 0 in Chukka number 4. Valiente came back quite strong, but only scored 2 in Chukka number 5. At the moment, it is 1 goal apiece here in Chukka number 6. But, as my dear friend Dale would say, mucho tiempo, which I believe means still plenty of time for Valiente to turn this around. Players are back out on the field. And we're going to have a fair play ball in, which I think is a very nice gesture here. So, fair play ball in. And to white, of course. Now then, let's see what Adolfo... And he's always a man with not just a plan, but many plans. What's he got up his sleeve here? Nicely done. Picked up now by Paquito de Narvaez. Left behind for Tomas Panello. Panello drills it up to the front door. And that has got Chris Dawson's name all over it. The cut shot now, or the little tap shot. And it goes through. Well, that was a goal in the making. Well done. A round of applause for Mr. Dawson. He's owed, I think you could say he was owed that goal. Getting himself so often in the right position. And finally then he gets his 2nd of the match. Remember, he also scored in Chukka number 3. So well done, Chris Dawson, bringing them back within 1 of going into double figures. 2:40 on the clock. Ball is about to be released by Pepe Araja, one of our WPL high goal umpires. Very happy to have him with us here this season. And now then, with the number 4, Pelon Sterling. And that will just go out to the left-hand side, so not much in it there. You want to give it a try, why not indeed? 12 goals to 9, 2 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. Adolfo, is he going to maybe run this one in himself? Look at that pony, ridden by Adolfo Cambiaso. Montivala, that's her name. Yeah, he wants to run this one himself. He's a man on a mission, coast to coast. There is the butter on a slice of toast, but did it go through? Just went wide, but a great run, and I think he did that for the audience here this afternoon, and we've got a great turnout here, as we do every Sunday, every finals day for Grand Champions at Grand Champions Polo Cup. Oh, the goal is given. The goal is given, so indeed, coast to coast, a thick piece of butter on a nice piece of toast, as Dale would say. Cracking goal here by Adolfo Cambiaso, and with that goal, puts them into double figures, 10 goals to 12, and a minute and a half left to play. Ball is back in play. Scone, Pelon leaves it. Cody says, I'll have a go at this one. It's going high in the sky. Pelon will get the putter out, just a little touch. Look at that, a matter of seconds. A matter of seconds. Goal number 2 for the 9-goal at Pelon Sterling, making it 13 goals to 10. Coming down to the 1 minute mark. Well, with these sort of quick goals, of course, you know, anything is possible. But of course, the secret or the key to success is you need to win those throw-ins. Possession, as Dale will tell you all day long, is the key word here. Once again, Scone picking up the win. Cambiaso running out. He's going to pick that up. We're down to the last 50 or so seconds. Adolfo, is he going to drop one from the spot? Looking over on the left-hand side for Tomas Panello. Panello looking for Dawson. Dawson trying to lose Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Well, that clearly seemed to be the game plan, but there is still Paquito de Narvaez who'll try and pick that one up on the near side. A little bit unlucky as Perotto will turn things around. Now, he's got Cody Ellis going up front. There is the first horn. Cody will take care of Cambiaso Senior. Perotto will take this one down, finish. Oh, with a second shot. Now, is that straight? It went out to the left-hand side, but what a great way to finish this fine, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams, I think, are in need and definitely deserve a cracking round of applause. Final score then, 13 goals to 10, and Scone win the Sterling Cup Final 2023. Congratulations to Sarah Siegel-Magnus, Cody Ellis, Perotto Cambiaso, and Pelon Sterling. Well played, Valiente, who came back very strong in the second half. Well done, Chris Dawson picking up 2 goals. Paquito de Narvaez, Tomas Panello, a busy day at the office for him, and of course Adolfo Cambiaso. We will have a short break, but make sure you tune in for the prize presentation, which will be coming up on your screens. And of course, we hope to see you back here on CTV Sports when we come back here from Grand Champions Polo Club. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for staying with us, especially those of you watching around the world here on CTV Sports. We are just about ready for the prize presentation as the players make their way up onto the podium. We're very happy to have Michelle Verschel here on standby, who is going to assist us with the prize presentation. And of course, as always, we are going to celebrate the two four-legged athletes winning the Best Playing Pony Award. One, of course, for the American Polo Horse Association, which was created and founded by our dear friend, the late Sonny Hale. And then, of course, the Grand Champions Polo Club Best Playing Pony. I can just see that the players have made their way up on to the podium, and also the pony blankets have been put on. So if we can start then, please, by bringing forward the American Polo Horse Association Best Playing Pony. She is from the breed Irinita Insignia. Please, there she comes. Give her a round of applause. She was ridden by none other than Porotto Cambiasso in the fifth jockey. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for the American Polo Horse Association Best Playing Pony of the final, Irinita Insignia. Well done indeed, and you can see she's very calm, very happy. She likes all the attention. Thank you very much. And then let's move on to the Grand Champions Polo Club Best Playing Pony of the Sterling Cup Final 2023. Can we please have Dolfina Lapa Clone, CO5? There she is. Look at her, also with her ears pricked up nicely. Also ridden by Porotto Cambiasso in the second chaka. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Winner of the Grand Champions Polo Club Best Playing Pony of the Sterling Cup Final 2023. She's maybe not used to all the attention. Thank you very much. I hope you got those pictures. And now then, we've got the lovely Michelle Verschel up there. She is going to conduct or help us with the prize presentation. Thank you very much, Michelle. Well, we're going to start, of course, with the runners-up. And before we do, ladies and gentlemen, let's give both teams, both finalists, a big, big round of applause, if you would, here, making it through to the Sterling Cup 2023. Thank you very much. Without any further ado, in the runners-up, of course, Valiente. Please step forward with the number one, the one and only Mr. Chris Dawson. Well done, Chris, scoring a goal in the third and in the sixth chaka. At number two, this young man, he's got a bright future ahead of him. Give it up for Paquito de la Maez. Also hitting the target in chaka at number 5. Then a man who's had a very, very busy afternoon. It was a great to watch him play. Tomas Panello, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Tomas Panello, the 8-goaler there, scoring also 4 goals in this game. And ladies and gentlemen, last but by no means least, at number 4, 10 goals to his name. There is only one, Adolfo Cambiasso. Well played, Valiant. And now over to the winners of the Sterling Cup Final 2023. And I'm really happy to introduce you to the only lady player, the first to step forward for Scone. She scored twice in this game. Please, a round of applause for Sarah Siegel Magnus. Well done, Sarah. At number 2, ladies and gentlemen, another powerhouse of 4 goals. Give it up for Cody Ellis. And then a young man who scored 7 goals in this final, ladies and gentlemen, please, Porotto Cambiasso. And of course, at number 4, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Senor Pelon Sterling. Well done, Pelon Sterling. Now, before we go to the big trophy, of course, we have 2 more very important awards to give. The first will be that of the MVP, the most valuable player. And I'm sure you'll all agree with me that having scored 7 goals, Please take your seat in your throne. Ladies and gentlemen, MVP of the Sterling Cup Final 2023, Parotto Cambiasso. Well done. Yeah, take a seat. Take a seat. Take a load off. Take a load off. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. A big smile on his face. Well done, Parotto Cambiasso. Now, before we go to the beautiful trophy, I'd like to also ask you to put your hands together for two gentlemen who always do a great job, from Argentina and from America. Pepe Araja, our umpire, and of course the one and only Dale Schwetz. Thank you very much. Also, once again, to Michel Virgil for helping us with the prize presentation. There he is, Dale Schwetz, of course. Well done, Dale. So I did miss you up here, my friend, but you have so many strings to your bow, so much talent. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment, and I'm sure this team has been waiting for. Thank you, Michel. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the winners of the Sterling Cup 2023. Team Scone, once again, put your hands together. Sarah Siegel Magnus, Cody Ellis, Parotto Cambiasso, and of course, Pelon Sterling. And with these pictures, these wonderful pictures, of course, I am now going to hand the microphone over to the polo manager, Mr. Cale Newman, who is an expert and himself, of course, a player in the wheelie polo. For now, I hope you've enjoyed watching the action here live at Grand Champions Polo Club from field number 2. It's been an absolutely fantastic tournament, a fantastic trophy. Thank you very much to one and all. Remember, the Founders Cup action continues this week. Go online to get the updated schedule of those games. I now, without any further ado, will hand the microphone over to Mr. Cale Newman.
So much, yeah. We've got some kids wheelie polo set to begin here. As soon as we get this trophy stage out of the way, we're going to go ahead and give you guys a very special treat here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 2. We will have kids wheelie polo going to be played right here. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Give us 1 second to clear the field, and we will get this match underway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in here on CTV Sports. My name is Cam Newman. I'm very happy to be back on the microphone here. We've got the players here. Uh-oh, I need to get this dog out of the way. So we've got a quick wheelie polo match. We're going to play 4 4-minute chuckers for you guys. And let me just pull up my list of teams. So, all right, when I say your name, raise your mallet. We've got on team number 1, we got Fran. This is the team in green. We got Fran, Lorenzo, Vicente. There we go. Silver and Issy. There you have the team in green. On the other side of things, wearing the purple jerseys, we got Santos Novillo, Inda. Here he is. Milo, Alfonso, and Santos Valente. There we go. Everybody has the correct safety gear. We are ready to go. Timer, are you ready? And guys, remember, you do not switch directions after each goal. It's after every chucker. Okay? So, here we go. Ball's in play. Who's going to come out of there with it? It looks like, oh, quickly done there. All right. This is going to be a green ball here. So, Fran Spinacci going to do the honors and send this one back into play. Fran Spinacci. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Fran Spinacci on a breakaway here. Sends this one down. The team in green looking to get a point on the board. A couple players fighting for it. Fran trying to muscle his way back through. Unable. Uh-oh, we got a wheel down. Kid's all right. Wheel back in control now. Look at that. Trying to keep this one under control. Now, nice little pass across the playing surface. Here we go. Back in action. Team in green. Nope. It's going to be taken out of there. Stolen by purple. Purple on a breakaway now. Working all the way down. Trying to steal this one away. Ooh, with the steal. And coming back in on the action. Look at that. That is, of course, Inda Piedes. Inda trying to keep this one under control. Ooh, bad luck. Now coming back in, Vicente. Where's this one going to go? What a beautiful shot on goal. Is that one good? Was that good? And that was a goal. So, scorekeeper, please. What a fantastic goal. So we play make it, take it here. Or no, no. Ball brought back into play. Here we go. Back over here. So the teams do not switch directions after each goal. They switch directions after each chucker, much like in arena polo. So, here we go. The team in green still working down towards that south goal. Coming up with the ball here. A couple players come together here. Where's this one going to go? Sent out of the way. And this is going to be Santos. Now, beautiful shot on goal. And looks like that's another goal here. So another point goes to the team in purple. Nicely done there by the boys in purple. Coming back in. Here we go. Where's this one going to go? Nice little save there out of the air. The tennis serve, if you will. Now coming back in. Fran trying to keep this one under control. Couple players. And here, so in our version of our wheelie polo, you are allowed to go behind the goal, much like in hockey. This is so that we don't have to stop play for a knock-in every time that ball goes over the back line. Here we go. Sends further down the field. Now it's going to be Fran Spinacci in control. Look at that stick work out there by Fran Spinacci. Fran takes a shot, and it's going to go just wide. So ball still in play here as we bring this one back in. Santos, ooh, bad luck off of a player, and that ball still over here in purple territory. Where's this one going to go? Coming up with it once again. Ooh, bad luck. Couple players thought about it there. Now Fran, hey, look at that. Here comes Izzy. Izzy. Oh, bad luck now coming back through. What's this one going to do? And a goal there by the team in green. So 2-1 the score here. Almost done with chucker number 1. Okay, we'll fix that here in a second. Ball back in play, working our way down. There is the 30-second warning horn, boys. Coming back in under 30 seconds left to play. And bad luck there. Stolen out once again. here we go. Purple still working their way down the field. Can we get another point? And reading the body language on that one, it does not look good. So, there is the double horn. Bring it in, boys. All right, so, Okay. Sorry, my mistake. It is 1-1. The second goal down there did not actually go. My apologies. Boys, my apologies. All right, bring it in. Switch directions. All right, so we're going to switch it up here, and I need the purple on this side, the green on this side. Let's go, boys. Timer ready? And away we go. Ball on the ground, coming out of there with it here. Ooh, overrides that ball, and where's this one going to go? Keeping this one under control. Looking for possession here. We go. Working our way down here. There we go. The team in green sends a shot on goal. Oh, look at that. A save on the doorstep there. Nicely done, and back in control. Where's this one going to go? We're still working our way down. Trying to keep this one under control out in front here. Bunch of wheels going really fast down the field. What's going to happen here? We go. And that one's going to be just wide, but still in play. So here we go. Working our way back down the field here. Nice shot here by Issy. Oh, bad luck. Missed Hughes leaves out behind. Coming in Silver. Division Estrada. Silver with the steal. Now his big brother Santos with the steal as well. Coming back. Here we go. Keeping this one under control. That looks like Santos Valiente. Now, a couple players come together. Little collision out there. And we're going to go ahead and get everybody back in the saddle, so to speak, and get this one back underway. Here we go, Fran Spinacci with possession. Fran Spinacci working his way down, trying to keep this one under control. Big ball down the field now. Keeping this one going, having a little trouble with the bouncing ball out there, but nice little pass here, keeping this one alive. Nicely done. Looking for a teammate, backed out of there by the opponents, now coming in. Oh, bad luck there, saved on the doorstep once again. Keeping this one under control. Like I said before, these guys running, or wheeling, zipping back and forth, coming in. Going to be Santos, Novijo, and bad luck on that one. Still in play, though. Let's see what's going to happen. And Fran Spinacci working his way down the field once again here, trying to keep this one under control. Santos and Silver, the battle of the brothers out there, keeping this one under control. Trying to find an open space here to take this ball down and around into Piedes. Leaves that one behind. Coming back in. Now, big, beautiful shot down the field. Just wide of the goal. Santos coming in to steal this one back. And look at that goal for the team in the green jerseys. And nicely done there. Ball brought back into play. Coming back in, Inda with possession here. Inda working his way down the field. Inda trying to get around the opponent there. And that's going to be a goal. So, nicely done there. All tied up. 2 goals apiece now as we work our way down. Just about 30 seconds left to play here. Keep an ear out for that horn. There's a 30-second warning horn, less than 30 to play out here in this second checker play. And here we go. Continuous action. Here we go. Fran Spinacci sends this one down. Stolen, though. Nicely done here by the team in purple. 10 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds left. Here we go. 5 seconds remain as that possession gets stolen once again. And keep your ears open. And Chucker, boys, Chucker. Bring it in, guys, bring it in. Bring in the ball, guys. I need the ball. No, we gotta keep it the same. All right, boys, and switch directions once again. No goal down there. Yeah, score stands 2 goals apiece. All right, and away we go. Chucker number 3 underway. What's going to happen here? Battling for possession here on the sideboards. Nicely done here. Some very amazing hand-eye coordination here by all of these young players. A little bunched up here on the sideboards, and bad luck there. Going to have a change of possession here. Change of possession, and this ball came off of a green mallet, so it's going in favor of purple. Here comes Milo. Sends this one down off of a player. For those of you who are curious, we do use a white tennis ball. That is for safety of the players. So they're not using an actual polo ball out there. It is a white tennis ball. And the ball's going to go wide. So we're going to have another bring in here for the team in green. Fran Spinacci sends this one back into play down here, trying to keep this one under control about center field. And look at that, some great sportsmanship out there. Someone dropped the mallet. And all these boys are friends on and off the playing field. So here we go, continued action. Look at this going down. Nicely done. Nice save there by Izzy. Or that wasn't Izzy. This is Izzy back here in the back. Here we go, Milo. Milo trying to get there, hooked out of the play. Where's this one going to go? Trying to keep possession here, and nicely done. Sent out and around. Stolen back once again, though, by the team in purple. Where's this one going to go? Trying to keep this one under control. McDonough. Now, saved once again on the doorstep. Trying to keep this one moving. What's going to happen here? Keeping this one going. Here we have Fran Spinacci. Oh, almost taking out the drone there. And some fancy stick work out here. I love to see it. Where is this one going to go? Down in the corner here. We got under 2 minutes left to play here in our third chucker play. We got one more after this. And boys, go. Go green, no? Go green. We got a penalty. We got a penalty here, so stop the clock. 2 goals. Sorry, 2-1 green is the score. I've just been informed. 2-1 green. They say it's 2-1. And we got a penalty here. Oh! And look at that. So now we're all tied up, 2 goals apiece. It was 2-1. And with that penalty conversion, we are all tied up now. Tracy, clock. Clock continues to tick down. Just about a minute left here. We got one more chucker left to play. Fran. Where's this one going to go? It's going to be picked off here by Estrada. Keeping this one going all the way down, trying to keep this one under control. And what a goal there. So 3-2 now is the score in favor of the team in purple. Nicely done there. And we do play continued action here. Watch your ears. Watch your ears. The horn is coming. There's the 30-second warning horn. Less than 30 to play out here in checker number 3. Fighting for possession here. Purple still has possession now. Stolen back by green. Keeping this one going. Where's it going to go? Backed out of there momentarily. Where's this one coming? Look at that. Trying to keep this one under control. Ooh. Watch your ears, folks. And chucker. Chucker, guys. Chucker, bring it in. Bring it in. Let's start off the last chucker of play. Switching directions one more time here, folks. All right, boys, are you ready? You ready, Tracy? All right. Let me get all the green on one side, all the purple on the other, and away we go. One more chucker left to play. They're fighting for it here out of the bowling, coming out of there with it. Look at that. Ooh, nice little play there. Coming in. This is going to be, I believe that is Milo. Beautiful shot downfield, not quite the right angle. It's going to be still on the playing surface. Here we go. Coming back around. Where's he going to go? Trying to keep this one under control, trying to put another point on the board here. Purple does have the lead with 3 goals to 2 over the team in green. And Fran showing us some fancy stick work here. Coming back in with it. Fran showing us how it is done. I'm pretty sure that this kid lives on his wheel. Anybody want to spend more time on a wheel than Fran Spinacci? Here we go. Stolen out of there by Purple. Backed up. Nicely done there. Purple trying to maintain possession. Here we go. Ooh, hooked out of the play. That was Santos. Now Silver. Now Santos once again. Coming back in is Fran. And trying to keep this one going. I like the sportsmanship over there. Fran working his way down, trying to keep this one going. They trail by 1 goal. Can Fran get the equalizer point? Nicely done. Beautiful goal there by Fran Spinacci. So 3-3 now the score. As we play continued action, here we go. Ball back in play. Santos back there with the ball. Passes over here to McDonough. Ooh, bad luck. Got a little underneath that ball. Fran Spinacci going to come in and steal it away. Fran. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's see what's going to happen here. We're all tied up. Beautiful bomb down the field here. And look at that. Santos. Valiente. Santos trying to keep that one under control. Into trying to come in and help him out. Silver. Now Santos. Novijo. Santos Novijo passes over here looking for a teammate. Into trying to get in there and steal it away. Unable to do so. Santos nice little maneuver there. Kneeled down on the wheel. Get some extra inches on his wingspan. Here we go. Back in action. Santos. Almost got it. Now Fran hooked out of there. Coming in. Ooh, bad luck. Now Fran leaves that one behind. And here we go. Keeping this one going. Just over a minute left to play here. Where's this one going to go? They're still fighting for it. These kids maneuvering these wheels so incredibly. It's not as easy as these kids make it look. I can tell you that myself. Back in action here. The team in green with possession. Under a minute remaining here in our final chucker of play. Fran Spinacci with the ball, working his way down the field. Where's this one going to go? Fran avoids a hook there. Fran trying to muscle his way all the way through the pack of players. And just like that, green gets another point on the board. So 1 goal separates these teams. There's the 30-second warning horn. We've got less than 30 to play out here. Still plenty of time, though, for Purple to get. What's going to happen here? We've got the team in purple trying to go down towards goal, but Fran Spinacci, the workhorse, going to come in and steal it away. Santos trying to get there. Bad luck there. A bunch of players override. Now, here comes Milo. Not enough time, though, on the clock. And Chucker, boys, Chucker. It's the back of that top. I got another one in my truck.
Thank you very much, Cale. Once again, please give them a round of applause. The youngsters, they are the polo stars of tomorrow. What a great way to end what has been a fantastic day, as always, here at Grand Champions Polo Cup. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've been looking for my other half. I like to call him Adele Schwetz, because I'd like to get him in front of the camera as well. Well, he's not here, but he would say to you now, thank you all for making us the leaders of polo broadcasting. And remember, stay tuned. We've got more high goal action coming up this week in the Founders Cup. From everybody here at Grand Champions Polo Cup, make sure you tune in again for CTV Sports for the Founders Cup. Thank you.